I hope you guys all had a happy new year. We're back at it. We are getting corn. So today and tomorrow, which is Thursday and Friday, January 2nd and January 3rd. I don't want nothing. I said Happy New Year and Garmin thought I was talking to it. That's getting all dusty in there. We have corn today and tomorrow. We have 100,000 of corn to finish off for December. And there's 100,000 of beans to Sheldon. But from what I got told this morning was not good news. So I got told to haul the 100,000 of corn in today and tomorrow. And then we are done. Well, at least I am, I guess. So I've got to find something to do. For next week now. So some of the brokers I'm set up with, well, which I was getting set up with a bunch of them just because I was trying to figure out what my best route was for going to corn or going to bean, or going to corn or beans, going with hopper or dry van. And I think we're possibly going to be looking for our own hopper, the way it kind of looks. But I was kind of assuming I was going to have for quite a bit of time to determine that hauling here. Like I said, his rates are a little high, so I don't want to stick around here for too long. But I was also under the impression I wasn't going to get pushed out right away. So the new year isn't really starting off too well for us. We'll kind of see how today goes. I got a bunch of numbers wrote down. I'm going to give a call, and I've got a hopper trailer lined up if I need one, and there's plenty of places I can rent a van trailer if I need to. But yeah, we're not starting the new year off on a very good note so far. So we've gotten a little bit of snow this morning. No ice, but wheel tracks on the highway are a little slick in some spots, but not horrible. See on the news they're talking we could have some pretty good snowstorms coming up here shortly. Like the 2-week forecast or something like that. They can't tell what's going to happen tomorrow or this afternoon, so we'll see what happens. But I just really don't want winter. I don't even really want the cold temps. I mean, it hasn't been bad so far. So I'm guessing we're gonna get our fair share here shortly. Looks like they put a little sand down since I came in here. There was no sand down here earlier. But we're gonna stop at Casey's, grab a little bit of fuel, and then we'll go grab another load. And I'm hoping we can get 10 in again today. But like last time, I thought I had 10, but I only had 9. Still not bad, but we're gonna aim for 10 today. Well, the lag isn't keeping up with loading trucks as many as we got running corn today. Everyone's got to sit and wait for the next person to get loaded. So we can see we got 3 trucks, one right behind me, and then you can see the black and red by the leg over there of the next truck. There's always 3 trucks in here waiting to get loaded. Way fast when it's getting loaded. Or 10 loads they're going to have. 9 loads probably they're going to have. Not sure why they don't load us outside of the chute. That's just gravity. You don't have to wait for the legs. You'll feel the bin off above our head. What do I know? and their buddy decided to show up over the noon hour. When I first got here, I was 8 trucks back out on the road before he even turned in here. So, fast pit's back open. I think, this guy's pulling ahead, but I think they got 6 or 7 trucks sitting in the fast pit. It's usually about 2 trucks can go through the fast pit by the time 1 truck goes through the slow pits. There's a little box truck and end dump up there. Pit number 2, I was thinking about heading up that way because he should be able to empty fairly quick because he's not that heavy or not that big, so it doesn't hold that much. I thought about heading up there. That line's not moving at all. Can't even see where the line ends behind me. They're all getting loaded with DDG on the far right. It's dried distiller's grain. So after they make all their moonshine, all the leftover grain that gets dried back out, they send back out like that, and it's usually cattle feed or some sort of livestock feed. Typically goes to cattle. Gets mixed in with all their other feed they feed them. I've been making a bunch of phone calls today since we've been sitting around a lot this last couple rounds. Tried getting a few loads from Schuster. They're a trucking company, but they're also a broker. They had called Denny and said they had some runs with ice cream for Blue Bunny or Dean's or whatever it's called now, and asked if he wanted a few of those, and he could only take 1 or 2, whatever. And so I called to see if they had any more of them, and he told me they had nothing. So that was kind of a shot in the foot. And then I called on some of those service trucks, and they're actually changing policy right now to the dealership doesn't, or the dealership, the manufacturer, like where I worked, they're not shipping the trucks no more. They're having the dealerships do it. So they just pass my name and number down to some dealers, or to the dealerships, and then when the dealerships have a truck ready, then they can call or whatever. He said apparently that was in the talks 2 years ago, and now they're implementing it the first of the year or something like that. So that was a no-go. So my 2 backups aren't so much backups now. And from what the wife told me, AGR doesn't have a lot going on next week, so I don't think I'm going to get nothing from AGR. So next week might just be kind of a dead week. We'll see. Now I'll have to go trade off the step deck for a van or a hopper. There's 4 different brokers I've been talking to. I've never dealt with them, but I've talked to both or all 4 of them. get loads with them. But I gotta get a hopper first. Loads pay pretty good, but getting the round trip is doable, but not convenient, I guess. So we'll just have to see how next week kind of plays out, or see what happens the rest of the day or tomorrow. Maybe I'll get some good news from somewhere else. But next week might be a broker kind of week. And we're moving finally. We get to pull ahead. Those end dumps sure make a mess in these pits. Comes out way faster than the pit can take it. Preloaded last night with corn. We only got 8 loads in. So we're at the ethanol plant at 7 o'clock as soon as they open. It's 7:15 now. We're just getting in. We've been kind of in a short little line, a bunch of people. We're here first thing this morning. Not a bunch of people, there's 4 or 5 trucks. But the lines were getting so long last night. We only got our 8 loads in. I made it back to Remsen at 20 after 4. They close at 4:30. So I asked if they could preload me for this morning, and I figured that way I can get 1 load in right away this morning. And then all the Horseman trucks can get heading over to Remsen. They usually seem like they all meet up over there like 7:15, 7:20, and if you get there after them, you're there till about 8 o'clock, because it's about 8 trucks to get loaded. Still no luck trying to find some work for next week, so I'm hoping something changes today. It seems like Remsen's always selling more all the time, so I have a hard time believing they're not going to sell anymore this month, but it's possible. This guy in front of us is about done. We're in the fast pit, so you literally open just like the sign says right there. You open your front trap all the way, and once the corn goes below the grate, you open the back hopper all the way. So you gotta dump your air when you come into these. As soon as I pull in, I dump my air on the tractor, and I'll open the front hopper. While that one's dumping out, I'll dump the air on the trailer, and that way we ain't got no airbags blown up. But he's pulling out, so we're gonna pull it. Third load, the line still hasn't gotten any better today. It keeps getting worse. But on a positive note, that gives us time to make breakfast. I still haven't heard from anybody on some loads for next week, if they're going to have any more, which, like I said earlier, I highly doubt it. I have found a few loads that I can take with the step deck. Got one going down to Georgia, so I'm kind of kicking the idea around doing that one. The problem with that one is there's nothing coming back, so I don't know. I haven't found anything to connect it to get back to make it worth it. I mean, it's over. What is it? 3? I can't remember. It paid really well actually going down, but so getting a lower paying one coming back, I'd still even out, but I don't want to take anything low in the first place if you don't have to, because that's just profit you're giving away. So I don't know what we're gonna do. It's 9:45, so we still got plenty of day yet to figure something out, and the weekend. Just got my fingers crossed that I'll hear that they sold more or something, and then we'll have more grain to haul. It gives me some more time to figure out what we're gonna do. If we're gonna buy a hopper, or buy a van, or what. So many decisions and quite a few choices, but which one's the right one? Hooks and we're done. We got the wind. So nothing changed. They didn't sell any more corn or beans or nothing like that, so sounds like next week we got the week off, maybe. I couldn't find a connecting load with those loads down to Georgia. So I don't know. I got some thinking to do next week, figure out what we're gonna do. And I don't know. My main plan fell through today, which, well, not today, but fell through on Tuesday, because I was actually going to get set up with the you gotta call it a chain store, I guess. Call them from the distribution center to the stores. And then I got a call saying that, because I had to wait till January 6th on that. And I got a call today, because January 6th would be Monday. This is Friday. I got a call on that saying corporate put the kibosh on it. So that plan's out. And now they haven't sold nothing for January at the co-op. So January is going to be a tough month, it kind of looks like. Sun is in a bad spot. There's an oversized. But we're gonna get home. We got a breed red or pig. She should be in heat. And we got Bottle Billy in the mail today. I got the confirmation about 10 minutes ago. So we're gonna go home and breed her sometime tonight. Then go have some chicken. I'll probably wash my hands before we go have chicken though. Man, this is a bad intersection. And we're gonna go wash the truck. I don't know if we're gonna do that tonight or tomorrow or what, but the truck needs a bath. And that trailer I've been pulling, he traded off, so if I come back here later on, if he needs help, we'll have a triple. That'll be actually mine to pull. If I don't go buy my own. But we'll see. Kenny is parked for the weekend and possibly the week. Until he gets a bath. He's gonna get a bath. That'll probably be in tomorrow's agenda. So I hope everyone had a good Christmas, good New Year's. Hope everyone stayed safe. And we'll see you in the next one.